I'm not a patient woman today. I'm working on it. I'm praying for patience, but it's not here. I need help with my 4 math workshop problems, and we have a little bit of notes, and you have a worksheet. And literally, I don't know how you don't finish the worksheet, but that's another discussion another day. Look, one step at a time. Please help me with number 11. Please help me with number 11. Yes, 361 is a perfect square, by the way, so it should be a nice one. Yes, that's 38B what, DJ? Okay, thank you. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, 1. Jesus, take your will. 361 is a perfect square. It's 19. He's right. 2 times 19 is 38. 1B gets to come out, and A and B have to stay in the house. That's perfect. Let's go on to number 2. If you tell me 8 and 7, I will cry. Why is it 4 and 14? Okay, and 2 can have a point. We have to use 4 and 14 because 4 is a perfect square. So I know it's 2 and something about a 14 left. Because the square root of 4 is 2. Now I've got to deal with that j. It's j to the 9th. So how many come out? And how many stay under the radical? Because that's 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. That's perfect. Yay. Number 13. 9 times 2. 3 square roots of 2. Perfect. Now tell me about those exponents. W to the... No, it's the 3, but it's okay. And then x to the... Perfect, and you can have a point. Please. Okay. Uh-huh. A left over, that's it? Okay. Okay, she did that. She did that well. She gets a point. Square root of 36 is 6. 4 times 6 is 24. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 7 is odd, so there's 1 left over. 6 plus 1 is 7. A stuck program. That's great. I don't have the patience for 15 today. I don't have the patience for group 1. And I don't have the patience for 15 today. So we're going to say 15 till Monday because I just can't today. I'm working on it, but I can't. Okay, let's go to your notes. I'm a little confused because some of my notes are out of order, so maybe yours are too, so I apologize for that. Let's start at the front page and see what we can get to. I think this one packet's too thick. I don't know what I've done. Okay, so your front page is supposed to be the learning targets. We've already dealt with it. Next page was addition. On the back of that page was addition and, or somewhere it was addition and subtraction. We've already dealt with that. Multiplication and division, we've dealt with that. We've dealt with composition. Suddenly, we were on study guide. This is what you were supposed to show me yesterday for 20 points. Can you believe some people didn't? One would pray they would want to show me today and get at least some of their points because at the moment they got a 0. Okay, so after that, on the back of that, it says inverse relations and functions. That's where I want to start today. Yesterday, some people also did not finish something else. What did the people not finish? Every group can have a point. They did not finish their checkpoint. I've typed in a 0. When I get done rambling, not while I'm rambling. Do you know how annoying that is as to why I'm rambling that people sit over here and do their math? You know that how annoying that is? Why do I say words? I don't know. Okay, when I get done rambling, if you would like to work on your checkpoint, that would be wonderful. If you need me to recommend someone to help you with the composition problem number 3, I totally understand. But you and Fogg and Goff need to make peace with each other because it's coming up again on Tuesday. So if you thought that you didn't understand composition and it was just going to be okay, 1, it's coming back up, and 2, it's going to be on the next test. So I understand it's the hardest thing we've done so far in this chapter. But you're going to have to make your peace with it because I'm telling you it's coming back up on Tuesday. Today is an easy day. Easy, easy. We're going to learn 1 new word and work a couple problems involving that new word. And then on Tuesday is when life gets fun and we put...
Miss Compton.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please send Corbin Chandler to the media center to meet with Miss Caldwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hey, media center, which is the library. Do me a favor. DJ, look at my, you know what chevron means? You know what Chevron means? There's a black and white Chevron bag in there, and there's a water bottle in it. Will you take it to her, but not tell her it's from me? Because I'm not her secret pal, but somehow I'm still in charge of her. Because yeah, is there like a water bottle in that? Yeah, take that to her. Just take leave me my Chevron. Leave the black and white. Take you got it. Just say it's from your secret pal, but don't tell her it's me. Because seriously, I'm not even her secret pal.
Okay.
Don't even ask.
Cool.
Girls could guess as to who I'm covering for as to whose secret pal I also handle. But I digress. Moving on. It's my own fault. I signed him up for it. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't think through that I had to handle this stuff too. Moving on. Inverses. So Tuesday life will get fun because we'll do compositions and inverses together. But today is an easy day. We just need to learn what an inverse is. What does the word inverse mean? Opposite. So like the inverse of addition would be subtraction. And so opposite, and we got this a relation on number 1, a list of ordered pairs. Literally, we're just going to swap them. So when we say opposites or inverses, genuinely just swap the x and the y values. I know, right? That's like everybody can handle that. Literally just swap. It was -9, 10. Now it's 10, -9. I need you to swap the x and the y values. Catch comes Monday, and they're literally, it's just back to what you and I were discussing about when fog and golf match. Yep.
You only gave me the 6.1
I had a feeling you were going to tell me that, and then I'm going to tell you to look in the Monday was 12 and get just a new packet. Okay, can someone help me with number 2 then? 9, -2, -1, 4, 9, -7. And she would get that one right on the test, and she gets her group of point. Okay, so yay. That was easy. We just swap numbers. Literally just swapping ordered pairs around. Doesn't get that much harder, but of course now we got to throw in x's and y's and actually be functions. So let's look at the bottom. Oh no, it is in function notation, so I don't see a y. What can I replace with a y? Yes, f of x or h of x. We're going to replace both with y. So now it's y equals 2x minus 5 and y equals x minus 4. So first things first, if we're going to swap x's and y's, we need the problem to have x's and y's. Okay, well, if we want to find the inverse of this function, we need to literally swap the spots x and y are in. So instead of y equals 2x minus 5, it's x equals 2y minus 5. So what is the inverse of this second problem? X equals y minus 4 over 3, and she gets her group of point. Now, sad day, do we have to do a little more math before we call it a day? We do. Because can we graph the original guy? Yes. Can we graph that inverse right now? No. We have to put it in y equals mx plus b, or, into that the form where it's y equals in order to put it in our graphic calculator. So I need to solve this equation for y. So somebody please, Dennis, help me solve. If I add 5, okay. If I add 5, I've got x plus 5 equals 2y. X plus 5 over 2 equals y. God bless you. 2, you can have another point. 1, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, so, yay. We swapped x's and y's. We solved for y. Now we have our original and our inverse. And on Tuesday, we'll look more at their graphs and spend a little more time discussing this. But isn't it interesting today to notice that they're the opposite operations? Isn't it interesting that the original was minus 5 and our new guy's plus 5? Our original was times 2. Our new guy's dividing by 2. So like if we were guessing on the next one, we would say, oh, well, we divided by 3, so we're going to multiply by 3. We subtracted by 4, so we're going to add 4. Literally opposites. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if we're solving this one, what can we do? Okay, so we got 3x equals y minus 4. And add 4 to each side. Thank you, goodness, somebody helping me do some math today. But look, it all worked out like we thought. It was minus 4, we've added 4. It was dividing by 3, we've multiplied by 3. Inverses really are opposites. Now, if you're picky and you want to rewrite it y equals 3x plus 4 with the y on the left and the numbers on the right, these two are equivalent. They mean the same thing, so either one's fine. There is no catch, I say. And then you flip to the back, and we've got to do 3 and 4. Why are you mad at number 3? 5 said it so fast, we're going to have a point. This is where my notes got out of order. Man, where is that? There it is. Okay. Fraction and fractions are a pain in the rear sometimes, but today it's going to be okay. So we have y equals this. Because first we got to put it in x's and y's. Now to find the inverse, we need to swap x and y. So we swapped them, and now we got to solve for y. So what's the first thing I'm going to do? We add 8. We'll have negative 5/3 y on the right. If you tell me to divide by negative 5/3, by what? No. Yes. 2 points for you. And what would that be? Well, then I'm only going to give you 1 point if you don't actually know what that word means. Okay. Okay, so if we multiply both sides by the reciprocal, life works out nicely because then 5s cancel out. We cross cancel those. We can also cross cancel the 3s. And suddenly on the right, we only have y. Yay, that's what we wanted. So fractions seem like a pain, but if we multiply by the reciprocal, life works out well. Sad day though, we need to distribute this fraction to both the x and the 8. So I've got negative 3/5 x, and then negative 3, I put a plus sign, it's not. Negative 3 times 8 is negative 24. 5 times 1 is 5, so I get negative 24 over 5. If fractions are not your thing, and you couldn't have gotten that 24 over 5 from your brain, which is understandable because life is hard sometimes. Then you know you could always use the handy dandy calculator of yours. Again, as a reminder, if you wanted to do fractions, alpha, y equals, I see the fraction button, negative 3 divided by 5 times 8. My calculator gave me the negative 24 over 5. I didn't actually have to do the math necessarily myself. Fun times. Are there any questions about number 3? Why is number 4 a pain? Yes, Andrea said it first. The exponent is the problem. So is y equals x squared plus 4. First thing we got to do is put in y's. Now to find the inverse, we got to swap x and y. Now help me solve for y. Okay, subtract 4. And then this is where I want to hit my head against the table. Now what? Yo, thank God. I know Jessica said it. Did anyone else say it? Okay. The square root's going to cancel off the squared. So my answer is square root of x minus 4 equals y. Yay. Now, the fraction was annoying because, not only just because it's a fraction, but because if we look at our original had the minus 5/3, and our new guy did have the flip version, that's true. But our original had minus 8. I thought my answer was going to have a plus 8. Darn it, fractions, once you got involved, it wasn't exactly like I thought it would be. But it still worked out nicely with the squared. It was a plus 4 originally. It's a minus 4 in my answer. My original was squared, and the opposite of squaring something is to take the square root. So that these two really do look like opposites. So if you see an ACT problem that involves inverses, yes, you can take the time to swap the x and y's and solve. But also possibly maybe I can ID it with my eyes because I'm thinking it should be opposite operations. The way +4 is -4, the way opposite of squared is square root. Just a suggestion, trying to make your life a little faster. Okay, I'm going to hand Xavier a worksheet for you. It's not due till Tuesday, but DJ does not like homework, and he's going to forget about it over the long weekend. He's going to knock it out right now and bring it to me. Unless, of course, DJ didn't show me yesterday's homework and didn't pass yesterday's checkpoint,